This year, obviously, you announced that you'll retire at the end of the year. If you ever want to walk it back, no problem. Nobody's going to get mad at you if you change your mind. But I'll say
that's what I said.
No one's going to get mad at you. We have a short memory in Counter-Strike. So, but it's Cologne and it's the major. It's like extra special, you know. So how do you balance how much you want it? Like in history, you've already won majors. How do you balance how much you want it
in history? You've already won majors. Yeah. Like not
that's
like
a bar, right?
No, in history it sounds like he won like 100 years.
10 years ago.
It was like on the 18th century.
Like that. Yeah. Honestly, it's been a while. But this is this is one of two attempts. Let's say this year, maybe not. It's all good if not. But how do you separate how much you want to win an event like this, but it's Cologne and a major first, and then not put so much pressure that it ends up breaking you? How do you do that balance?
Yeah, I'm on a point where there's definitely not much pressure. I could see a world where I'm coming to those tournaments and I have to win, then it's my last tournaments, but I'm definitely all the way opposite. I'm actually more struggling to find the energy to really want to be there, feel the emotions of being there. Just because it's been more than 21 years playing, you know, it gets to a point where I'm living this moment now where it's more struggle to find this energy than to battle it out like, oh my God, I want to win so much. So it's the opposite for me. And I just want to live day by day, enjoy a little bit of what I want to play last. And, you know, I try to think that my teammates would really like to have a major, and for me it would be special as well to obtain a major with a new squad. Yeah. Because one of my main goals last year was to bring another team to the top, and I was able to win a couple of nice tournaments last year. And winning a major would definitely be the same in a different way, you know, trying to reach that. But yeah, I don't think I'm putting too much pressure. But it's great if it happens. But if it doesn't, I'm just going to try to do my best.
Yeah. I'm sure when we all see that crowd, it's going to feel a little bit more real and different. Yeah. But yeah, again, if you want to change your minds, no problem. Leave that out there. Thank you guys so much.
How did you think about this?
Yeah. One day you want to change, the other day, no. It's
in Denmark, they have that saying, it's like a sportsman dies twice, you know, once when they retire, once they... Yeah. So.
Right now I'm dying.
Rapaziada, a Skinland, o melhor site para vender suas skins, é a mais nova parceira oficial da Vitality. Clicando no link da descrição e usando o código KRZZCS, você ganha $10 na sua primeira venda. O diferencial deles é que, sendo qualificado, você consegue até mesmo pagamentos instantâneos, sem esperar o trade-lock chato de 8 dias na Steam. Você também consegue receber pagamentos instantâneos se optar por pagamento em saldo no site. Você pode usar esse saldo para comprar skins insanas na própria plataforma, com preços muito abaixo dos da Steam. Eles têm várias formas de pagamento, tanto para receber dinheiro de vendas ou para depositar na sua carteira. O link para você dar uma olhada tá na descrição do vídeo. Corre lá.
When you come to a tournament and you have to do these warm-up pracs or something like that, do you still chase the form, right? You are coming into the tournament with not a good enough form and you're still trying to find it as the tournament progresses.
Yeah,
is this correct?
Every tournament.
Every tournament? Do you also like add new strats as tournament already began? Because that can be sometimes
we burn the kitchen.
Yeah.
But we do. We have to.
Yeah. Almost every game, honestly.
Every game you create something new specific for the opponent, correct?
Well, it's probably most of the time is based on our fundamentals, the fundamentals that we believe in, and like our things that we know how to do many of the things. We have very experienced players. We have like Mikos, Rat, and Yuri, like 3 players that are 26 years old. Fallen is like 30, 34, 35.
35 now.
Yeah, and Daniel is like 21, so he's not even that young, whatever. And we have many players that kind of understand the fundamentals and the basics of the game. So it's very easy to kind of build around in theory, specifically for some opponent because of how they play, and just use the fundamentals from different other rounds in a way where you just make parallels, and that way you. But sometimes you burn the kitchen.
Sometimes you burn the kitchen.
So is it common for you that you played a round unofficial in quarterfinal or semifinal that you have never played before in a practice? Does it ever happen?
Yeah.
Because not every team is capable of this, by the way. Like there's so many mistakes all of a sudden.
We are also not I don't know.
But
sometimes
you have to do it. Yeah.
I think 80% correctly. Sometimes we burn the kitchen, and we know that we're trying something for the first time, and that detail missed. You know, it was important. But that's if you ask, we have feedback from other players that play against us and stuff. We can bring this randomness that it's important. Like you cannot watch a game from us from last match and think it's going to be the same. It can be the same, but it's not necessarily the same.
How do you balance like what you prep? Because you might need a certain amount of you guys, I would say, bring a lot of creativity to matches. You see new things, but when you do something brand new, everyone steals it right away. So how do you balance how much you put into gimmicks and that one trick on a rifle round versus fundamentals?
Yeah, so the game is 10% about this. Then all other 90 is about being reliable, doing consistent things, and playing situations correctly. There's this power vision round that we did that we never run it again. And people were actually using this strategy a lot. And then we saw the smokes coming, we're like, this is our strategy. Because it's so specific. We're using a strategy of Inferno that we're putting a guy in library, because we found that against previsions this would work, and it worked. But we never run it again, basically. Because it was specifically meant to be used against the way Parivision was playing. Yeah. And that's one of the things that some teams, they don't really know why we're doing stuff, and then they're just copy-pasting for another match. But then if the opponent's not really having the same characteristics, it's not guaranteed it's going to have the same effect, right? Plus, the signals on the strategy are so specific that you can not really use it more than once or twice.
Coming from or whatever.
Because they're going to say, hey, this is coming.
I think it's also like very, very dependent on like what is the new thing we're bringing in. Is it like an actual gimmick strat, like fast pace, like fast ace, but or whatever, it doesn't matter, where the round is going to be decided instantly, or it's like a second timing, third timing, like a split, or some with just a little bit different details that are switched up, because I feel like it's harder for people to memorize a full strat, full round instantly, and especially without practice, you don't know if it's going to be working or not. But if you're cooking something that is like more slower and detailed, where you just change some details. And those details can mean a lot. Like the round can look completely different if the smoke is different, or the Molotov is thrown in a different direction, or something like this.
Or who's doing what first.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's where we are trying to kind of. It's easier for our players to understand, because you just make parallels between the rounds we already had, and it's like this is going to be like our 3-2 A split on Mirage. Yeah. This game, we're going to do it like this.
Right.
But even though usually we do it, for example,
just dress it up a little bit differently. I was talking to